welcome to day 6 of the sourdough starter series put together by Heather over at the Kneady Homesteader. I'll put her link down below. So I'm anxious to find out what Gladys, my starter, has done overnight. We haven't looked. Well, I think Kate looked, but once again, she didn't tell me. So this has been fun, and the group is fun to talk to people and all of that. But what I did do today was I finally went out and got Gladys a new home, and I got a couple other things. So I want to show you those things before we get started. So we got Gladys a new home. Isn't this a pretty jar?
It's huge.
It's a big jar. I'd say it's a...
It looks small on camera, but it's really big.
I think it's probably a half gallon. I don't know. It doesn't say on it anywhere. But it's big enough for Gladys to grow.
I think it's maybe a little bit more than like a quarter gallon. I don't know.
But I only got one at Hobby Lobby. So I haven't figured out. Like tomorrow, we have to transfer again. So I haven't figured out how to do that yet. If I'm going to transfer the starter, how am I going to do that? I'll transfer the starter out of here tomorrow, put it in something, and then wash this out and put her back in here. I don't know. What do you guys suggest? Or if you've made sourdough before, what have you done? Because I don't have a lot of jars. I'm not a canner, so I don't just have a big supply of jars. So this is the only one I got today, and it's so pretty. I never thought I'd be into jars, but that's really pretty. So I got that. Set that aside. And then I also picked up these little scoops. There are four scoops, 4 different sizes, biggest to smallest. And I thought maybe this would help with scooping out the starter as well as the flour.
So are they like measuring? They're not like measuring cups.
They don't have any measurements on them.
Because I wouldn't think that like that big one would hold a cup. Because it's like flat on the bottom and just...
I'm not exactly sure. This is just what they had at Hobby Lobby, and they were cheap, so I grabbed them. I thought maybe they'd help scoop out the flour and starter, but I mean, I really didn't pay attention to what they're really for. So if you know, please feel free to leave it in the comments below, or maybe they're just...
Tiny shovels.
Tiny shovels.
What was that?
Maybe they're just little scoopers for whatever you want to scoop. And then I also picked up funnels. Again, I don't think these are what I really want to use all the time, but I think they'll definitely help.
They will.
There's biggest to smallest. There's 3, I think.
I think we should use the like the medium-sized one.
I think I'll use the big one for the flour.
Yeah. Well, the big one for the flour, but like when you transfer Gladys.
No, I think I'll just stick to the big one for all of it.
Okay.
We'll see. I've never used a funnel before, so it's going to be a cute trick. We'll see how it goes, not being able to see and all that. So set these aside, and let me grab Gladys out of the oven. Okay. Here's Gladys. I'll set my towel aside. Okay, I am totally blind if you don't know that, so I have no idea what she looks like today, but I do know the jar is a little heavier, and it's very warm because I've kept her in the oven with the light on, and my daughter is going to tell us how she looks and show you all that can see.
Okay, she, once again, if the camera will focus on her, not the jar, she is very bubbly, which is a good thing. She's kind of like a from the wheat flour. I think it's kind of like a I think the color is similar to like wet sand, like a dark sand.
Okay.
And then
Is there liquid?
Here, lift her up so the camera can see her because the tripod won't let me. Yeah. So she does have a little bit of dark liquid. You can see her usually around the edges. That there's like like the bubbles are kind of like, you can tell that they're like shining. So that's kind of when I could tell that there's water in it, because if it's dry it wouldn't like gleam like that.
Right.
So there is a dark liquid on the top, and there's bubbles, and yeah.
Okay.
She has grown.
Okay, so we're gonna give a good stir to it. Oh, it feels great. It feels thick, like pancake batter. Feels smooth, no lumps. I don't feel any lumps. What do you think? No lumps?
Move your hand real quick. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
Does she smell strong?
Oh, I forgot to smell her. Not nearly as bad. Very, I don't know, very yeasty smelling, I guess. Maybe like a stale beer, like someone said.
I smelled her the other day. Oh, she smelled pretty bad at the beginning.
Yeah, it's nothing like that now.
As one of the comments said, I forgot who you said, smells like nothing that I would eat at all.
Yeah, that was another lady who was doing a starter.
You know what it smells like? Sour towels.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, here we go with the fun part. How am I going to do this? Okay, I'm going to take the lid off the Big Daddy here. I'm going to switch places with the jar. I'm going to put the starter on my right and the empty Big Daddy on the left.
Is that what you're going to call it now?
No, I probably shouldn't.
No.
Okay, I'm a little nervous with trying to use this funnel thing.
So am I. And I'm not even doing it.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.
That was, okay. Never mind.
I got my 1 cup measuring cup. So she's getting more food today, increasing it to a cup. In grams, I guess it's 200, but I'm not going by grams. I'm going by measuring cups. If I do this again, hopefully I'll do it again when I get a talking scale, and that way I can compare the two, ways of doing it, methods of doing it.
So this isn't any like real expensive funnel that you need to like pay a lot of money for. This is just a plastic funnel.
Yeah, I think it was $2.50 for the pack. Oh, hey, I really don't know how I'm going to do this. All right, let me get out a scooper.
How are you going to do this? Like, are you going to put the funnel in the jar and like... Wait a second.
I'm going to put the funnel in the measuring cup, inside the 1 cup measuring cup, with the pokey side down, obviously.
The pokey side.
And I'm going to use my medium-sized scooper. That's the wrong jar, Jerry. You can't get starter out of an empty jar.
No.
Come over here. And I'm putting my measuring cup up as close as I can to the starter jar to hopefully not get it everywhere, because I got to tell you, it has been a mess. So, let's see.
Hey, Mom. By the way, you can't get starter out of a jar that has no starter in it, and that was barely any that scooped out. Yeah.
Well, I have to get used to the scooper. I've never used one before.
Yeah, it kind of just like poured back out. Yeah,
I might need to use a different scooper.
maybe. Yeah, that's gonna take a while.
Yeah, let me switch scoopers. That one's... Yeah, I might not even... I might have to just using the scooper for flour. Let's see.
Yeah. It'd work.
Obviously, I'm not a professional. I'm a beginner. Trying to do this. Jerry, that is a bigger scooper. What are you doing?
You're intermediate.
I don't even think I'm intermediate.
No?
Okay. Got a smaller scooper because my jar is not that wide. The first jar is not that wide. Hopefully this will work better. What do you think of that? Is that more?
Here, do it. Do it.
You know, I'm tempted just to pour it out. You know what I mean? I'm really tempted just to pour it
A
out.
little bit more, but it's... yeah.
Oh, I'm afraid if I pour it out, I'm going to overflow it, and that's going to be a disaster.
You can pour it out slowly. I can let you know when it fills the cup.
One thing about being blind, and I'm not just saying this is just for blind people, but you really got to learn to have patience. Sometimes it takes me a long time to cook things, but I get it done. You just have to be patient, and sometimes you get a little extra messy because you got to touch things all the time. And like I'm getting ready to stick my finger right in the starter to see where the level is. In this 1 cup that I'm putting it into. And I'm not saying it doesn't get frustrating trying to be patient, because I'm not very patient. But what are you going to do, you know?
Yeah.
If you want to do things, you want to learn how to do things like this, you have to have patience. Okay, do not drop that down inside that jar. I am going to touch and see where I'm at in this 1 cup. Oh, I still got a ways to go. What would happen if I poured it, Caitlin?
No comment.
We're gonna go for it.
I'll tell you when. Oh, you got the funnel sideways.
I'm just pouring it into the funnel.
Lift the funnel up a
I'm gonna
little
stop now. Lift the funnel up a little. Let it drain.
bit. Oh, it smells. It smells strong.
I'm keeping my index finger inside the cup. Come on, go down in there.
You're
Come on, get in there.
almost there. Lift it up a little bit. The funnel.
Hang on 1 sec. I had to use my scooper to kind of push it down a little bit. Ah! It's a little less messy this way, honestly. I gotta say that.
Hey, I don't... No, never mind. Take that back. I was about to say, I don't think the napkin has anything on it, but it does.
Okay, let's see. All right, I'm almost there.
Yeah, you're
I'm gonna
almost
pour
there.
a little bit more. Get out of there. This is where you guys would say I'm gonna eyeball it. But I'm not eyeballing it. Okay, let's see. I'm guesstimating. Oh, please don't overflow. Okay,
Oh.
I'm gonna stop.
I think that's enough.
I'm gonna shove it through the funnel with this scooper.
Oh, you're almost there.
I'm gonna touch the measuring cup and see where I'm at. Ooh, I am definitely almost there. I think once I get all this shoved through the funnel,
Yeah.
it'll probably be there. Get down there.
I feel like we should find a way to make our own customized intro. Because I don't really know how they do it. Sorry. But I know there's some people, well, I'm talking about not people who have professional, like, big giant cameras. I'm talking about people who have, like, you know, cell phones like us that record with their cell phone. And
Yeah.
I wonder, and they still have, like, customized intros. Like, is there an app for that? Or, like...
So, anybody who's watching that does videos, makes videos, do you have any advice for us? We used to use Final Cut Pro. My husband used to
Yeah.
do all my editing when we first started, but with his crazy job schedule,
I do that.
it changed, and he just doesn't have time to keep up with me when I want to do things like this. So Caitlin has taken over, and we use iMovie.
And
I'm
iMovie
going to
has...
pour a little bit more into here.
Yeah. And it has less
Okay, I think that'll do it. That
Less-
might even be too much.
editing tools than Final Cut Pro. Because iMovie is just like a video slash
All right, let me see.
photo
Oh, yeah, I
editor.
think we're there. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, you're there.
Okay. Okay, so I have the starter. I'm not trying to cut you off, but I want to explain
okay.
what I'm doing. I've got the starter filled up the 1 cup. So I'm going to go rinse out this funnel and get ready for the flour. I might not even use the funnel for
easy
the flour. You know
about-
what? I'm not going to use the funnel for the flour.
Mom, what's easy about rinsing it out
Hold on.
is it...
I am going to wash my hands real quick.
Okay. What's easy about rinsing it out is that it just comes back through the bottom.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like fill it up and then dump it up and then fill it up and then dump it up.
Okay. Thanks for hanging in with us. If you're still hanging in with us. Okay. Hang on 1 second.
I have been wondering if like some people like skip the part where we're just like getting things ready. Well, not like getting things ready because we do that behind the scenes, but like when we're just kind of like talking. I feel like some people skip it, but it's not that long. I don't know why they'd skip it. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop talking.
Okay, now that I've got the starter in the 1 cup, I'm gonna pull Gladys's new house over here. Caitlin wasn't prepared for me to do that.
No, you put it in front of the camera. I was like, whoa.
Look at this jar. Okay.
Look at it.
I'm gonna dump this 1 cup of starter into her new house.
Hey, that was less messy than I thought it would be. Wouldn't it have been
Use my scraper here to scrape it out?
quicker if you put the funnel, if you held the funnel over the jar and did it?
No, because I wouldn't know when the 1 cup was.
Oh.
Now,
Duh.
that presents another question. For those of you using jars, are you using jars that have the measurements on the jar so that you just pour directly into your jar, or do you have to pour into a cup and then into your jar, even though you're using a scale? You know what I mean?
I am going to partly answer your question.
Mm-hmm.
From the picture I have seen on like the Instagram of the Kneady Homesteader, from people who like tagged her in their photos and like shared it to her, it looks like the people don't have, they just have like regular big mason jars like you, and like that size. But I don't know, because some people don't share photos, so they might.
I'm curious about that. Where did I put my flour? Oh, okay, here it is.
It's over by the mixer.
I'm trying to get this done for you guys. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my 1 cup of wheat flour, whole wheat flour, and I'm not going to use the funnel for this. I just scooped out 1 cup, and I like to level it with my finger right back into the bag. I haven't put this flour into a container just yet. Now I'll probably wish I did have the funnel. Now I'm going to pour this flour into the new home.
Actually, I have seen, I think, maybe like 1 or 2 comments that actually asked what type of editor we used. I've seen that on like some of our past videos, like I don't know, a couple months ago. Because I was watching it to see what we had done.
Let me go grab my water.
Okay. And then there was comments, one was asking like what type of editor or editing system that we use, but we just, Gladys is, wait, is Gladys gonna get as big as that jar?
I have no idea. I really don't know.
So kind of what you're doing is just keep on doing flour and water.
I don't want her to get bigger than this jar, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to dump in my 1 cup of warm water.
Then you might have to put her in a bucket.
And now we're going to stir. We're going to stir this up and we will be right back. All right. We've got her nice and blended. Don't ask me how I'm going to get it out of here tomorrow. So I don't think it'd be a good idea to pour out of this big jar, but you know what? You never know.
Wait, do you have to change it tomorrow?
Yeah, I think a couple more days.
Into a bigger jar?
A couple more days. No, see, that's what I'm saying. I got to figure that part out.
Yeah.
No, it won't need to be bigger.
Oh.
So, let me get rid of this spatula real quick.
Okay.
Put the lid on. Oh, don't screw it on, Jerry. Just set it on. Put her towel on her. And we will say, good night, Miss Gladys.
Nope.
Work your magic.
No. That's the wrong way. Work your magic.
Work your magic. Good night, Gladys. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for hanging in with us while we figure this out. And we will see you tomorrow, day 7.